Greetings. This is about the Kundalini awakening. My opinion about the Kundalini awakening is you got to take your time. In meditation, just period. It doesn't matter if it's Kundalini, if it's just you opening up your chakras, just basic meditation. I mean, just take your time, because when I first start meditating, I dove right into it. No instructions, no guidance, nobody directed me on it. It was just a bunch of YouTube videos on meditation, and I was trying to find how to open my third eye. I dove right into it. When I learned how to meditate, I dove directly into it. No guidance. I just dove right into it. It was, I meditated for hours when I first dove into it, because I thought that I had no direction on meditation. Now my meditation, since I've been meditating over like 15 years on and off, but when my first meditation activation, my first Kundalini activation, I dove right into it. It was so beautiful. I dove right into it. I used to meditate between like 3 to 6 hours a day when I first started meditating. I think the longest I probably meditated was like 8 hours straight, because I was so heavily into it. I dove deep. I didn't meditate like 8 hours like every day. I mean, once in a good while, when I had like some free time, when I had some extreme like alone time, like, and I had nothing else to do, and I was heavily like into meditation, and I dove. This is when I first started meditating. I don't meditate like that anymore, but once in a while, if I had a good time, like, I would meditate for like an hour, a good hour. That's all I need, is like a good 30 minutes, a good hour. But yeah, man, I was heavy into the Kundalini, and I activated, but it depends on how deep down the rabbit hole you want to get, because some things you see, and some things, I mean, it depends on what you want to see and how deep you want to go, because it doesn't stop. It's just like it's like a vortex, and it's like a portal, and you just keep going, and it doesn't stop. But yeah, I mean, I meditated for up to 8 hours straight, and it was crazy. This is when I first started meditating, because when you have that awakening and you start feeling, your activation, I mean, it's like a drug. I mean, it's like, wow, like, yes, this is what I want. And I had no real guidance. I think if I could start over again, my honest opinion is I would take my time doing it. This is for like anybody who never meditated before, is looking for like some like guidance on it, or is interested in it. My honest opinion is just take your time doing it, because there is no real rush on meditation. Because when I first got into it, I dove straight into the Kundalini. I dove into any type of transitional meditation. I just dove right into it. Any meditation, I was so heavily like into meditation. I felt like it was when I first learned it, I was going through like a deep depression, and I was really depressed, and I was trying to find answers. And I felt like me going to church, I felt like I went to a church, and I tried to overcome. I was trying to find myself at the time, and that wasn't it. I didn't feel like it was it. And I discovered meditation, and You know, I learned to harness my energy, and it was so magical. And it was like, you know, it's something, you know, when you get that awakening, it's something you want to tell so many people, but not everybody understands your journey. Some people don't even like meditation, and that's cool. That's cool. I'm not knocking them for it. But for me, at that time, at that moment, it was like it was like my answer. It was like my calling, and I was like, yes, this is it. But you know, it comes with a cost too, for you doing it so much. And for me, doing it for that long period of time, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, 8 hours, you know, I didn't do like 8 hours a day, but I did it like once in a while, you know, and it was crazy. And yeah, I mean, I dove right into it, and I just had to slow down because it was so intense. I didn't know that, you know, it was going to be that intense for me to do it that long. But for me to do it like 8 hours that day, like, I didn't do it for like 8 hours straight. Like, I would do it like for like 2 hours here, and I would take a break, and then I would go back into it and do it 2 hours again. And yeah, I mean, it was insane. I had to take breaks in between, but yeah, I mean, it was insane. I think I might get back to that, doing it like for 2 hours, maybe, you know, maybe 2 hours once in a few days or something like that. But yeah, I started getting back into my Kundalini. Actually, last night I actually did a Kundalini meditation, and I just got back into it. I don't, you know, in between I do it like 90 days straight, you know, 90 days of Kundalini. And I just started again, but I don't do it like all the time, but once in a while, you know, I'll do it for 90 days straight, and then I'll just stop. I'll take a break, and then once I'm in the mood again, it's like me and this type of meditation is more like a relationship. Like, I get into it, and then I just like stop, and then when I'm ready again, I get into it. It's no rush. I don't pressure my awakening. I don't pressure it. I just take my time, and I build that chemistry with it. But when I first start doing it, I was into this, I was into that, I was into this, I was into that. I kept going, and I felt like I was rushing it. And you don't need to rush your awakening. Don't rush it. Just take your time and go at your own pace. You know, even meditating for like 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day is not bad either. Because normally when I meditate, or Kundalini, when I did my Kundalini meditation, like I would meditate like when I first woke up in the morning, and when I went to sleep, before I went to sleep. That's how I used to meditate. When I first wake up in the morning, and when I go to sleep. You know, I set schedules for my meditation because I was so like in tune, and I was so like into, like, my meditation was like it was a part of my life. It still is a part of my life, and I do think about it, but I don't put my all into it at the moment, because, you know, I got so much going on right now in my life. But yeah, my Kundalini awakening is magical. It was magical, you know. It's like it's an on and off relationship. But yes, you know how they talk about Alice in Wonderland, going down the rabbit hole, and the Matrix too. How deep down you want to go down. It's true. I mean, like, you see things in your awakening that it's pure bliss. It's pure bliss, but you get what you ask for. It's full of surprises. The journey doesn't stop. It just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into this. It goes so deep. And For me, the first time when I did the Kundalini, it was intense. It was so intense. Like oh my God, I seen things in my meditation that that you wouldn't believe. I mean, the things that you would see in your meditation, people would think you crazy. But I mean, it is what it is. It's my journey. That's why I fell in love with my journey. I don't judge it, but I don't rush it either, because I know it's always gonna be there for me. When you know something is with you, something is with you. And that is something I enjoy doing. You know, I mean, like, if they turned off all the power in the world, if we had no internet, no Wi-Fi and stuff like that, I mean, I would just meditate and read books. I don't even watch TV. I do watch like TV shows once in a blue moon, but Monday through Friday, I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in like almost 3 or 4 months. You know, I'll listen to YouTube, just basic stuff. You know, I read, I listen to audiobooks, but I don't watch TV like that. I mean, if it comes down to me watching TV, it's morely about watching anime, because that's all I watch is anime. Because regular TV is garbage to me. And once in a while, you know, if a good movie or one of my favorite movies come out at the movie theaters, I'll go see that. But yeah, I mean, I don't really care about watching TV. To me, my meditation is more valuable. It's like my activation is amazing. You know, I gotta start documenting stuff that I see in my meditations, because my meditation is so wild. It's not me bragging about it, but yeah, I mean, I'm just giving you guys a part of my journey. I've just been meditating for over 15 years, and you know, during that time I was going through like a deep like depression in my life. I was trying to find myself. You know, when you get a certain age and you feel like you don't have things going for yourself that way you want it, and you just go down that depression, because you know, it can get really dark it gets dark for a lot of in your 20s and 25. If you're going to 25, usually around that age, around 25 to 30, if you haven't reached a certain point in your life, usually things get dark for a lot of adults, young adults. But yeah, I mean, that activation, you know, it really changed the way I think about things. At first, before my meditation, I used to watch a bunch of videos on like Illuminati and stuff like that. Back in those days, you know, I used to watch a lot of those videos, and I used to stay watching those videos. But I just got tired of the fear monger. You know, like when someone sends me a video on like a celebrity Illuminati throwing up that, I don't really care about that stuff. That stuff doesn't bother me, because I live my life without fear. You know, those celebrities throwing up those hand gestures, those Illuminati hand signs, I don't care about that shit. It doesn't scare me. I'm gonna live my life the way I want, and they ain't gonna stop me from moving forward. But yeah, diving deep in that Kundalini, you know, that snake, it just goes up and it rises, it activates all the chakras. You don't even have to you don't, like, to me, on the chakras, you don't even have to like focus on like that color. You could just focus like on one color going all the way up. Like if you want to have gold chakras going all the way up your body, I mean, focus on gold. It doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be the order that they tell you to do it. It doesn't have to be that. You're creating your own reality. If you want all white, if you want silver, if you want, you want any color, if you want all blue, if you want all green, I mean, it's all up to you on how you want to activate your chakras. It doesn't have to be, in order or how they tell you it's in order. It's like they're programming you to do a certain thing. It's like the guitar, like how they do standard tuning. It doesn't have, I don't play the guitar in standard tuning. I play the guitar in open tuning because to me it's my favorite type of tuning. But yeah, how they program you to play the guitar, they want you to play in, they want you to play in standard tuning, and I don't like to play in standard tuning. I like to play in open tuning because it's just me. It's just, but open tuning, standard tuning is fun, but open tuning is better for me. I enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to meditate on your chakras a certain way. You can do it whatever way you want. It's your life. These spiritualists try to dictate on how you should do things. However you want to live your life and activate whatever you want. I mean, do it. I mean, it works for you. But the rise of it, the Kundalini, the activation is magical. But you just have to have caution. You go in with caution. I'm not telling you to be afraid, but I'm telling you to go in with caution and take your time doing it, because from my experience, when I started, I dove right into it. No instructions, no guidance, no leadership. I didn't have, at the time when I was meditating, there wasn't a lot of people into that lifestyle. That in my area, it was just me, and I kept it to myself, and that's something that I did. And then, I met a lot of, I was influenced by a lot of spiritualists on the internet. That's what dove me into that type of meditation. It was to me. But now, it's getting more popular, and people are, they're living that lifestyle. But yeah, I mean, I don't have to fake how my life is. That's something that is a part of my life. I don't even brag about it. But yeah, I mean, for me to talk about this is one of those videos to just bring up about activating your Kundalini awakening. But that snake is the serpent. But the serpent been known in many traditions for thousands and thousands of years. That snake, that Kundalini snake. I actually seen the Kundalini snake in my meditation once or twice. That snake is pure bliss, healing, the healing serpent. But yeah, I mean, do whatever works for you, and don't let these people dictate how you should live your life, because people like to criticize you because you don't read a certain book that as them. Like, it is what it is. I can do whatever the hell I want. I enjoy what I do, and it is what it is. Enjoy your life. Don't let these other people dictate you, because they don't live the same life as you. I can talk about whatever I want because it's who I am. But yeah, stay meditated up. Stay meditated heavily. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But yeah, this is a video that I wanted to bring up, is the Kundalini awakening. I'm out. Peace.